The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online. The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad, don't even try to hide it. No, I don't
that touches lives. Let's start where it matters. Across our continents, our languages may differ, our borders may separate us, but our challenges and our hopes remain strikingly similar. Tonight, we begin a powerful conversation. Our local governance, leadership, and the responsibility of building resilient cities for tomorrow. I am your host, Linians Akotonu, and this is Governance That Touches Lives, a production of the Papyrus Global. Before we step into tonight's discussion, allow us to briefly show you who we are and why this conversation matters to us. The Papyrus Global has been documenting Africa's leadership stories, community struggles, and transformative ideas across borders. Let's take a quick look. Tonight, our focus takes us to a city rich in history and resilience, Francistown. A city navigating growth, governance, and the daily realities of its residents. To understand the leadership, we must first understand the city. Let's take a look.
At sunrise, Francistown awakes with quiet determination. Street stairs, businesses open their doors, children walk to school, and the rhythm of the city in motion begins again. Here, governance is not an abstract concept debated in distant chambers. It is something felt in classroom, seen in infrastructure, and measured in opportunity. It's about people. It is about tomorrow. Founded during the gold rush of the late 19th century, Francistown grew from a mining settlement into a vital commercial and transport hub. For generations, it has been a gateway linking Botswana to the region, connecting trade routes, culture, and communities. Its story is one of resilience and reinvention, from gold to governance reform, from commerce to sustainability. Francistown continues to evolve. 1 year ago, the city of Francistown Council, under Mayor GAONE, MAJERE, took a bold step towards shaping a cleaner future. In partnership with Francistown Energy Hub, it launched a clean energy transition project to install rooftop solar systems in primary schools across the city. Today, Tagala, Legaba, and Mahudiri primary schools are powered by the sun. Classrooms are not only places of learning, but symbols of innovation. The initiative aligns with Botswana's national energy policy and the country's broader climate commitment. It reduces electricity costs, lowered carbon emission, and allows sulfur power to be sold to the Botswana Power Corporation. Beyond saving and sustainability, it offers smoother, even greater inspiration. Students now learn about renewable energy, not from textbooks alone, but from the solar panel above them. Governance here becomes a living lesson. Another lifeline of the city, water, has also been reimagined. Faced with rising tariff and significant leakages, the council introduced an integrated smart water metering solution across its facilities. These systems provide real-time data, detects leaks early, improves billing accuracy, and ensures transparency with the Water Utility Corporation. It protects the city's utility budget while promoting conservation and accountability. In a rapid changing world, smart governance means using data to safeguard essential resources. Francistown's transformation extends beyond utilities. Its collaboration with the Department of Wildlife and National Park, the council has revived the Francistown's educational park, restoring fences, water system, chalet, and essential facilities. What was once quiet now welcomes families, school groups, and visitors again. The revival of this park reflects a broader vision to promote urban tourism, conservation education, and community pride. Through its city tourism initiative, Francistown has also profiled its heritage site, strengthening cultural identity while stimulating local enterprise. Tourism is no longer just about visitation. It is now about empowerment, job creation, and value chains that uplift communities. To secure long-term sustainability, the Council established a commercial wing, COFC Investment Company, to manage the Development Council-owned properties. By leveraging its assets strategically, the city diversified its revenue base and reinvented its public services. With active rental contracts and structural leadership in place, this initiative signaled a new chapter in municipal innovation. At the same time, the approved Francis Development Plan has designated agricultural zones to attract investors and stimulate agro-based industries. Economic diversification is no longer a distant aspiration. It is unfolding through deliberate planning and coordinated implementation. In line with Botswana's Vision 2036 and the National Tourism Policy, Francistown is positioning itself as a meeting incentive, conferences, and exhibitions destination. By hosting high-level gatherings and major community events such as the MASCOM, Batanami Walk, and the BTC Francistown Marathon, the city strengthens its brand, stimulates enterprise, and foster unity. Conferences bring dialogue, marathons bring movement. Together, they bring economic vitality. Yet, transformation does not come without challenges. High initial capital costs, limited technical expertise, funding constraints, and environmental factors test the pace of progress. But each obstacle offers a lesson. The need for capacity building, for vocational training in renewable energy, for broader community participation, and for complementary industries such as gastronomy and the creative arts to deepen its impact. Francistown's journey over the past years tells a powerful story. It is the story of a city choosing stability over stagnation, of leadership that prioritizes efficiency, transparency, and opportunity, of governance that is practical, measurable, and visible in every day. As the Papyrus Global launches the Paglogma 2026 pre-conference live series, termed Governance That Touches Lives, let's start where it matters the most. We begin here, in a city demonstrating how local leadership can shape national progress. Because the future does not begin in policy documents alone, it begins in classroom powered by sunlight, in water system managed by data to cushion the people's suffering, in parks restored for families, in businesses supported by thoughtful planning. It begins in a city like Francistown, and it begins where it matters the most. Where it matters the most is at the local government, at the rural community. Come with us on this powerful series as we unveil the challenges we face as Africans at the rural communities, the local government, the local districts, and we profile solutions that can be followed to attain the status Africa is gunning towards in the world and in the global polity. Welcome to the Paglogma pre-event live series, Governance That Touches the People. Let's start where it matters the most.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed watching the brief history of Francistown. And now, joining us in the studio is a leader entrusted with steering this important city forward. His Worship, MAJERE, Mayor of Francistown. Mayor, welcome to Paglogma 2026, governance that touches lives. How is Francistown today, Mayor? Okay, okay, all right. G Majere, all right. All right. Thank you so much, Mayor, for that insightful introduction. And it's G Majere. What are the biggest challenges Francistown faces today in funding, infrastructure, and service delivery? Okay. All right, Mayor. So, one of the major problems is the status of the economy. And particularly, you talked about money, right, Mayor? You said one of the challenges is the state of the economy. Can you hear me, Mayor? Okay, I'm cutting. Can you hear me now? All right, all right. All right, let's go to the next question. How does limited autonomy affect your ability to implement programs? Are there examples where national oversight slowed or even enhanced local initiatives? All right, Mayor. Thank you so much. So we're talking about decentralization and how that power isn't given to the local government. We don't have enough power because we're looking at the national in this aspect. There's so much expectation from the national, and then the local isn't giving enough backup to do what they want to do. All right, Mayor. Thank you so much. And now we'll proceed to the next question. But in what ways does citizen engagement help or hinder governance? And how do you ensure the residents' voices are truly heard? All right, I'll repeat it again. I said, in what way do resident voices affect engagements or help or hinder governance? And how do you ensure that the residents' voices are truly heard? Okay, you didn't. Oh, it's going down. Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's the network. Oh, I'll repeat it again, Mayor. Okay, I said, in what ways does citizen engagement help or hinder governance, and how do you ensure residents' voices are truly heard?
Yeah, when you are a leader, you have to understand that engaging citizen in whatever decision you are taking is very much important,
That's
so that no one shouldn't be left behind. We must walk the same walk, talk the same talk. So it's very much important for us to make sure that we engage our people. Here in Francistown, I would like to be fair and honest, we are engaging our people on whatever decision we are making. It's either maybe we want to review our bylaws, we engage them, whether there is any new policy that is coming, before even it goes to the implementation, we engage them so that they can understand what kind of animal is coming to them. So we are doing this through quarter meetings, we are doing this through radio stations, we are doing this through full council sessions whereby it will be live streamed, so that each and everyone, whoever resides in Francistown, can have a chance of listening. And also there's a platform whereby we are giving them an opportunity to also send their comments on whatever discussion that might be there. So it's very much important for a leader to engage the people whom he is leading. And it's working for us in Francistown, because each and every time we make sure that they understand whatever is coming to them. And some of them, they even help us to explain wherever we are not there to other people.
Oh, that's democracy indeed. Government for the people, of and by the people. But I'm interested in how you find a level ground, Mayor. I know we ought to hear everyone's idea and opinions
because you are servicing the people. But how do you find a level ground? You hear from this group, you hear from that group in order to make a decision. How do you ensure everyone is carried along in the decision?
Today's patriot. How do I
ensure that everyone is carried along in your decision making? How do you find a level ground? Because everyone has different opinions and ideas.
Yeah. I think some of them I just mentioned them on the previous question. Like I was saying, my current leadership or my current administration, I taught them that whatever decision or changes that we are bringing in our city, we should make sure that we engage our people, we get different opinions from our people. We even go to schools just to go and engage even the student. We even go to schools just to go and address the teaching staff and non-teaching staff. Just to mention a few, even here in our local authority, last of I think 2 weeks back, I just met with the employees, our civil servants. I met with them, trying to map a way forward for the new year, for 2026, on how we are going to make sure that we accelerate service delivery in our city. They also came up with their suggestions, and we were there. We made sure that we note them, we discuss them at top leadership forum. So we make sure that each and everything that is coming in our city, we engage our people, and we make sure that we don't leave youth behind, we don't leave women behind, we don't leave even people living with disability. There is a platform whereby we are meeting with them.
All right. Thank you so much, Mayor. Many African cities struggle with bureaucratic or political bottlenecks. How has this shaped your leadership approach?
You say we are struggling on what?
Bureaucratic or political bottlenecks. Now, how has that shaped, yes, bureaucratic, and how has that shaped your leadership?
Yeah, this thing is there, more especially in our African leaders.
Yes.
So I've been monitoring this for a long time in different countries. So even here in our country, there are those people who have that mentality. But all just I wanted to say is that on my side, I'm trying by all means to make sure that I make even my ministers to understand whatever we are trying to do, even the area MPs, even the president himself, so that we can advise each other, so that we can walk the same walk, so that no one can feel that maybe the power has been taken from him. More especially when we were discussing this decentralization policy, most of MPs and also the ministers, they thought that if we are being given the power, now they will have no power. But we are trying by all means to make them understand. Even our Minister for Local Government, whom we are affiliating under, is busy trying to make them understand the importance of this decentralization policy, on how it can even assist us as the new government in terms of rolling out and making sure that we deliver the right thing to our people. So there is this thing where it is there, but we are trying by all means to make sure that it doesn't stop us from delivering what we promised our people.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I'm glad you admitted it's there. Because some leaders just try to, act as though it's not there. Now, what are daily hardships residents face that your administration is most focused on solving right now?
Like I was mentioning that we are a new government in Botswana. Okay. After 58 years, we just changed the government. Wow. So our people have been struggling in terms of getting the land where they can stay. We have a backlog, even here in our city, around 15,000 backlog of those people who are still waiting for the plots. So those are, that's one of the things that we are trying by all means to push through the Ministry of Lands. So we are still trying to make sure that we service the land, because we have managed to identify a land. Right now, the government is trying to source money to service the land so that we can allocate the plot, because that's one thing that is traumatizing our people, that is a challenge to our people, and it has been a challenge for the past maybe, let me say, 20 to 25 years. And the second thing is the growing unemployment rate. More especially on the youth. Youth are graduating each and every year, but they're just there stockpiling, no new posts, no what in the government, and even in the private sector. That's why we are trying by all means to go around and look for the investors who can come and maybe partner with the government to create employment so that our youth can have something to do. So unemployment rate is too high in Francistown. Those who are in need of land, the number is too high also. So those are the most challenging things that we are trying by all means to solve as the new government.
All right, Mayor. Thank you so much for that answer, Mayor. I have a question, but when we come back from this short break, I will ask you my question. Remember, the Mayor is still with us, everyone, and there are so many questions to be asked. So stay with us.
Africa is rising. The world is shifting, and its eyes are turning toward Africa. But the real question is, are we ready? Transformation does not begin in presidential palaces. It begins where governance meets the people at the local government level. Local government councils are more than administrative structures. They are the foundation of national development. They are where roads are built, markets regulated, healthcare delivered, youth empowered, and communities shaped. When chairmen and mayors are empowered, they do not just govern communities, they strengthen the very system that governors, ministers, and presidents rely on. Stronger municipalities mean stronger states. Stronger states mean a stronger nation, and stronger nations build a stronger Africa. That is why Paglogma Abuja 2026 must happen. The 8th edition of the Papyrus Global Local Government Chairman and Mayors Award and Conference is more than an award ceremony. It is a continental movement, it is a leadership platform, it is a declaration that local governance matters Register now, secure your seat, partner with Purpose. Visit thepapyrusglobal.com to register or call WhatsApp +234 9019 4602 95. Paglogma Abuja 2026. Be there, be counted, be part of history.
Short break. Thank you for staying with us, Mayor.
Yeah, I'm here.
All
We
right.
can continue. Yeah.
Alright. Despite these constraints, leadership is measured by impact. And so, our next question: what initiatives has your office implemented that are directly improving lives?
All right. Let me start by mentioning that when I assumed office, I had a 2.5 years roadmap
Wow.
that indicates whatever things we wanted to do in terms of taking the city forward, and also our people, and also improving the lives of our people. As you know that we as the local authority, we are depending much from the central government here in Botswana. My office specifically, the first thing that I've identified when I get in office is that the government and the private sector have been operating separately, parallel. So the first thing that I've done is to make sure that I bring the private sector closer to the local authority, closer to the government, so that whatever decisions we are taking, they are part of it. Whatever challenges we are facing, they can also have a say on it. So that's the first thing that I've managed in the first 6 months in office. Then after doing that, I made sure that all the challenges that we are facing as the city of Francistown, I wrote them in. Some of those things, they ended up contributing in terms of monetary reform, so that some of the things must be done. One, my administration, we managed to sit down with the private sector and ask for the funds to maintain our roads, but especially those busy roads that are in the central town. So Business Botswana, the private sector, they contributed around 1 million pula last year for us to maintain the roads that are within our city in the central point. So that was the first thing to be done by Business Botswana on contributing to our local authority. The second thing that I've done, I made sure that after collaborating with all those private sectors, the second thing that I've done is during my quarter meetings last year, moving around the city, addressing people and also getting views from them, I noticed that we have a challenge of one area that doesn't have a clinic in Francistown. The clinic was is dilapidated. It needs more money for it to be maintained. So one other company by the name of World Group Companies here in Francistown, then they came forth in my office and say, we have heard you have an issue that there, Gerald, concerning the clinic. So we, as the World Group Companies, we are here now to answer your cry. We will donate a clinic. We are going to make sure that we build a clinic. Indeed, as we speak right now, they've already started building that clinic. The third thing that we managed to do through my office. Last year, October 25, through my office, I've organized what is called Mayor's Walk in the city by the theme of Walk for Humanity, trying by all means to raise funds that can assist those people who are in need, who can't afford to install a waterborne toilet in their homes, as in our roadmap, we have indicated that we want to make Francistown one of the cleanest city in Africa, and we identified that we have a lot of people who are still using the pit latrine toilet. So we just wanted to make sure that we do away with those pit latrines, but there are those people who can't afford to build for themselves. Then I came up with this initiative of Mayor's Walk in the City, and we managed to raise funds that can assist us to build toilet for 30 families. As we are speaking, we have already started building those toilets, and will be done by end of May this year, before we start now preparing for the second Mayor's Walk. So those are things that I've been doing through my office, through the private sector, that I've brought them closer to our council. One other thing that we introduced about that one, we did it through. Oh, okay. Let me mention this one. I also donated two photocopy machines in 2 community junior schools here in Francistown, in 2 different community junior schools, and also in our primary schools. I think about 3. We have donated the cartridges, because the government alone can't afford. So we have to make sure that we collaborate with the private sector and assist where there is need. Those are the things that I just wanted to tell you, that I have done it through my office, through the collaboration with the private sector, and with those I'm working with.
Thank you so much, Mayor. We cannot downplay the importance of the private sector. And I'm glad you partnered with them, because we've had government leadership over the years that see these private sectors as competition. But they forget the fact that we are all serving our country, trying to make it better for the citizens. I mean, if
Exactly.
our country is good, we all
Exactly.
benefit.
That's what I've told them. I even called them for a meeting here in our community hall. The hall was fully packed, just trying to make them feel at home and own the city.
Yes, that shows they are ready to work and make the city better. Oh, thank you so much, Mayor. And I must acknowledge our viewers on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much for being part of this discussion. And you would have a time to ask questions that are bothering your mind. And Mayor is here to answer them. Now to our next question. Can you share innovative solutions that have worked within the limits of local autonomy?
Innovative solutions.
Solutions.
Yeah. When. Or let me mention this first. I've been in the local authority for more than 10 years. So I've been observing most of things when I was on the other side of the field. So that's why when I assumed this mayor's office, I already have in mind what is happening in our city and how some of those things can be solved. One, the other thing that I've noticed was that our council is spending a lot of money in terms of paying the water bills, paying the electricity bills. So I just sat down and say, how can we reduce this bill? Because we want this money just to go and do other things in our city. The first thing that we have done, we came up with a green energy transition, whereby in our primary schools, because we have already started with primary schools, we are busy installing the water, the solar systems in our schools, just so that we can go and use it and reduce the electricity bill that we have been spending a lot of money into, so that we can take that money to go and do other things that have been left behind. As we speak, we have around 19 primary schools, but so far we are doing the 6th school. The last update that I got I think it's yesterday when I was being updated. We are on the 6th school. We want to make sure that all our 19 primary schools we end up using the solar system. So that's one thing that came, or that's one of the program that we brought as the new administrative.
So
The second one is the smart water metering solution, whereby if we have identified that in our facility there are so many leakages, and we end up paying a lot of money to our water utilities corporation here in Francistown. So we just wanted to have something that can monitor our leakages, so that we can keep on making sure that we attend those leakages on time, so that we reduce the water bill. And indeed, we have already identified that. And last year, it was November or December, the update that I've been given is that instead of the money that we have been paying all along, this month we have managed to pay 50% of that money. And it showed that a lot of money have been going through those channels. Yeah.
all right, Mayor. Thank you so much. So it's safe to say that water, energy are the projects you are most proud of right now. And
Beg your
then-
pardon?
I said it's safe to say that in urban planning, water, energy, infrastructure are the projects you are most proud of right now.
Yeah. And let me mention this. Already some of the councils are coming here to benchmark from us.
Pardon, I didn't get you, Mayor.
So some of our council or our local authorities from different districts are coming to us to benchmark how we've managed to do this.
Oh, all right. That means you are creating a standard. You are the standard. Thank you so much, Mayor. All right. This conversation is actually part of a broader continental dialogue under Paglogma 2026, governance that touches the heart. Take a look at what this series represents.
Paglogma 2026. The Papyrus Global launches new series starting Tuesday, 3rd March 2026. The conversation starts now across Africa. Our languages may differ, our borders may separate us, but our struggles bear semblance. Communities seeking opportunities, youth demanding inclusion, citizens calling for transparency. These are realities that unite us. Africa is united by a common challenge and a common responsibility, building resilient, inclusive, and sustainable communities. To set this conversation in motion, the Papyrus Global is launching the pre-conference live series, Governance that Touches Lives. Let's start where it matters the most. This is not just a series standing on its own. It is the official conversation leading up to the 8th edition of the Papyrus Global Local Government Chairman, Mayors, and District Executives Awards and Conference, Paglogma Abuja 2026. The live sessions beginning Tuesday, the 3rd of March 2026 at 4 p.m. Nigerian time will be aired every Tuesdays and Fridays until event date. The series will bring together distinguished chairmen, mayors, and local council leaders, lawmakers, policymakers, security experts, lawyers, and local government administrators from across Africa and beyond to discuss the real challenges of governance at the grassroots and the solutions that are changing communities. It is where ideas, innovations, and lessons learned are shared so that when the Paglogma conference arrives, the conversation is already alive and grounded in real experiences. The live series streams on the Papyrus Global TV, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram and will be syndicated by media partners.
Welcome back, Mayor. Now, we want you to know that Beyond Francistown, there are leaders across Africa watching tonight. So, what are key lessons you have learned about leading within limited autonomy?
Can you repeat the question?
What key lessons have you learned about leading within limited autonomy?
All right. I think I've mentioned something previously concerning the African leaders. You know, our leaders, especially in Africa, they are always fearing of losing power. They want to be in power until death takes them. That's one thing that I've realized with our leaders here in Africa as compared to other leaders from other continents. So we have to make sure that we make these people understand that being in power doesn't mean that we have to block others to bring whatever they have in terms of what they can bring whatever they have that can assist in development of their country. So all this by its own, we as the local authority now have been facing a challenge, but especially when it comes to some of the powers that we are borrowing from the central government. There are those things that before we do in our districts, we have to make sure that we consult the minister or the relevant minister for that particular sector. So by doing so, most of times there are delay in terms of responding to our needs or in terms of responding to whatever maybe decision that we want to take, because before we take that decision we need their input. So there's a delay. That's why we want to be given powers in terms of governing our districts and making sure that we do whatever we want to do at the time that our people needs that kind of thing. So, you know, borrowing powers from the central government sometimes delay progress in most of things. As we speak, like I've said, we are here trying to make sure that we give our people land here in Francistown, but we are still waiting for the ministry to intervene, for the ministry to make sure that the ministry take part in allocation of those plots. So you see, this thing by its own, it delays. Most of the people have been waiting for more than 15 years now, waiting for a piece of land. So that's one thing that is not good. It's not good, and it's not even making our things to be done on time.
Yes, Mayor. Thank you so much. What practical strategies would you recommend to other mayors balancing citizens' needs with natural requirements?
I beg your pardon?
The question is, what practical strategies would you recommend to other mayors balancing citizens' needs with national requirements? How do they balance citizens' needs with national requirements?
Or citizen needs with national requirements.
Yes.
You know, obviously, a citizen is part of a nation of that particular country. So whatever you are planning in a district, you have to make sure that it's aligned with the national requirements. Here in Botswana, we have what is called national development. Then we also what is called a district development plan. You see, our district development plan, it fits into the national plan. That's how we are running here in Botswana. So I just wanted to maybe advise my fellow mayors and chair for different districts in Africa that whatever decision you want to take in your district, make sure that you don't forget what the nation or the central government is trying to shift the nation to, so that you can work collaboratively, you can work together, you can work jointly. And that by its own, obviously, the resources that maybe you were going to use alone, now it will be the resources from the central government and also from the district. Then that thing by its own, it will make things run smoothly.
All right, Mayor. So what are the common pitfalls they should avoid if they want tangible results?
Or common mistakes.
Yes.
You know, when you are a leader, you should never ever forget about the people whom you are leading. Each and every time, make sure that you consult them, because they also have opinions on issues that are affecting them. They also have solutions to the challenges that they are facing. So make sure that you keep on consulting them to get their views, so that at the end of the day, you as the leaders and also them as the resident, you own whatever will be on ground.
That's all. Thank you so much, Mayor. So it's about the people and the people alone.
There is no how you can forget about those people whom you are leading. That is a mistake that most of us in African leaders we are doing. When I get in power, now I'll say I'm clever than anyone who have voted for me. Then I forget about those people, even the promises that I've promised them. That's very dangerous.
Yes, Mayor. Thank you so much, Mayor. And thank you to all our viewers for being with us up to this point. Kindly leave your questions in the comment section. Wherever you are watching, the Mayor will answer them shortly. Now let's take a look ahead. What is your vision for Francistown over the next 5 to 10 years? And what steps are being taken now, Mayor?
You know, I'm trying by all means that in the next 5 to 10 years, I want to see Francistown as a logistic hub. I want to see Francistown with big manufacturing sectors and textiles. That's where I want to see Francistown, because now we are shifting from depending on the minerals. We are trying to diversify our economy here locally in Francistown. So that's the vision that I have with Francistown. And we have already started trying to talk to investors to come and see what we have, so that at the end of the day, maybe they can have an interest of investing here in our city. Also that we have space, we have water. So those are the things that we are always trying by all means to lobby for the investors, just to come and understand what we have in our city. So those are the steps that we are now taking.
All right. Thank you so much, Mayor. So investors are being invited to come to Francistown, come invest. That is what is needed at this point. Now, how is Francistown preparing for climate change, energy transition, and sustainable growth?
You know, Francistown here in Botswana is one of those locations that have what we call waste management plan. We have it here in Francistown, and we are trying by all means that now we want to recycle our waste in Francistown. We are busy talking to those people who understand how to operate this thing. As we speak right now, I've sent 2 officers from our local authority. Now, as we speak, they are at Ghana. They went there to meet one organization that is operating the waste management at Ghana, those who are recycling it. By doing that, we want to make sure that maybe in the coming 5 years, we set something here that we can start now recycling the waste, so that we can also clean our environment through recycling of those things. And also one other thing, like I've mentioned, we are trying to move away from the electricity. Now we are trying to use the solar energy here in Francistown. We are also talking to our people to install solar in their houses. So that's the direction that we are going as a city, because we know that some of these things, like waste management, by its own, it will create employment. It will also assist our people in terms of understanding the situation of this, how to handle the climate change in our city.
All right, Mayor, thank you so much. But is there a shortage of staff in all this? How do you achieve this? How do you find a level ground for others that are outside to invest in this? In what way do you create a platform for these investors to come to Francistown?
One of those people that I've sent to Ghana, is the CEO of our council company. I think I haven't mentioned about it.
Yes, you haven't.
As we are trying to move to the decentralization policy, our Ministry for Local Government given us permission to those who can manage to start doing companies that will make revenue for the council, as we are still preparing the policy. So I'm one of those councils that we have managed to have a company that is operational. So one of those people that I've sent to Ghana is the CEO of this company, who is going there even also to speak to the investors whom he can meet, those who can come up and set up something here, partnering with us as the local authority, partnering with our council company.
All right, Mayor. Thank you so much. Now, the Papyrus Global called you out of nowhere, that after their performance verification, to select the top best performing mayors in about 27 African countries. How did you feel when you were chosen?
Yeah, after receiving that letter, I was so happy. I was so happy, and it motivated me even to accelerate the pace that I've been going with in our city. As we speak, according to that acceleration, I have 2 requests from the junior schools, whom they asked for my office to assist them with the ablution block, because they have a lot of teaching staff, but the toilets are limited. So as we speak, I'm also concentrating on one of the schools that I want to assist. Before end of April, I have to make sure that at least I build an ablution block for the male and female. So I got motivated from being nominated as the best mayor in Africa.
Wow.
So by that nomination, now I'm trying to accelerate how I've been doing things in Francistown, Botswana.
I can imagine getting a mail from Nigeria with them telling you, we can see you, Mayor. We know what you're doing. So even if you're doing, we are so much focused on bad energy as Africans and bad things that we forget the good ones. So it's about accountability. We see you, Mayor. We see what you're doing, and we appreciate you. Now, lastly, before we go on a break and you come back to answer our questions, that's the comment session, our questions. How are you preparing to be with us in Nigeria on the conference and award day?
You know, I've started preparing because I've realized that right now the government is struggling with funds. So some of the international trips, our government is no longer sponsoring, more especially for this financial year. So by looking at that, I've just closed that chapter. Now I'm trying to see how I can take myself to go and be with other mayors, just to go and experience how they have been doing things. So I'm preparing myself.
All right. So it's safe to say we're going to see you very soon. Thank you so much, Mayor. We're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, it will be time for the question and answer. And we hope you'll be ready for us, Mayor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible. The Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.
Like you're mentioning now, if these attacks, like you were seeing now, like the viewers were seeing in Beirut, continue, if attacks in the southern border areas of Lebanon also continue and intensify, if the evacuation
Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.
But this is quickly turning into a much bigger humanitarian crisis, especially if violence escalates in Lebanon.
Hello,
and that's going to force more and more people towards the border, possibly even Lebanese.
Sorry for cutting you there. So it's time for the question and answer. So the first one is, Dear Mayor, what concrete programs are in place to reduce unemployment in Francistown? And how many jobs have been created so far? So someone is that curious to know. How many jobs have been created so far?
All right. One, when I assumed office in 2024, the first thing that I've introduced here in our administration, I've told them that they should start recording the number of the employees that will be employed by those people who are coming to renew their trading licenses as companies, those people who are coming to do the trading licenses as the new businesses in Francistown, so that we can even see how many people will be employed on that particular year from the new businesses. So as we speak, from last year February until this year February, the number that I can boldly say we are around 575 as we speak for the new businesses. And the other thing that I just want to mention, those that we are trying to do in terms of job creation, like I've said, I'm running around African countries just to try and lobby for those people who can come and invest here. Each and every trade fair, business trade fair that is happening within our neighboring countries, I'm going there just to go and sell my city and to make sure that the people understand what we have in Francistown. But those things are working for me. I've went to South Africa. In April, I will be going to Zimbabwe, Bulawayo, for the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, just to go and sell my city and what we have. And this thing is working for us. As we speak, big 2 companies came here in Francistown. The other one, they are manufacturing the shoes. The other one, they are manufacturing plastic chairs. They've already came here and they've already employed people as we speak. So right now, there's another company that have employed around 400 people in Francistown, which is called Nortex. They are dealing with textile. They have been struggling with land where they can expand the business. Have managed to accelerate that issue of land. They have it now as we're speaking. They're trying to make sure that they expand their factory. And they promised me that they are going to employ more than 200 people on top of what they have. So I just wanted to mention that there's something that we are doing as the new administration.
All right. Thank you so much, Mayor. Now, beyond government allocations, what innovative revenue streams is Francistown exploring to become more financially independent? That's a question, Mayor.
Thank you. As we speak, I'm reviewing what is called Francistown bylaws. On those bylaws, I've introduced new bylaws that specifically targeting the parkings that is around our city, because we as the government, we have a lot of parking, but we are not even renting it to anyone, just to make sure that we collect from that. So I'm introducing that. Probably after 2-3 months, the ministry will send it back now to come in, so that we can come and start operating with it. So those are one of the things that now I've introduced. We want to make sure that we have paid parkings in Francistown. Those things, they've never been there, but we are introducing it. The other thing that now we are doing in terms of increasing our revenue here in Francistown, like I've said, we have managed to register a company that is now being operational. We have identified some of the spaces around the city, and then we given the company the responsibility to look for the investors whom they will partner with each and every month. A certain amount of money from that particular business that will be operating on that open space will be coming to the council. So those are the things that now we are trying to make sure that we push in, so that they can assist us in terms of revenue. We have also introduced, because our people have not been, most of the people have not been paying the rates, the service levy in our city, but those are things that have been there. Now I have introduced the third party being the debt collector, to assist me to collect the money from those people who have been reluctant in terms of paying the rates. And as we speak, because they've started in October, November, December, we have managed to collect around 13 million pula in December. Those money, the money that have been lying around in the pockets of the people, just ignoring. So I'm trying to make sure that we reinforce the collection, so that we can increase our revenue collection in those areas, just to mention a few.
All right. Thank you so much, Mayor. Now to the next question. Why should investors choose Francistown over other cities in Botswana or Southern Africa?
Thank you. You know, Francistown, it's strategically located in Botswana, is the gateway to Zimbabwe, is the gateway to Zambia, is the gateway to Zambia, is the gateway to DRC, Angola, and even to Nigeria.
Wow.
So when you set up a business here, you should know that your market won't rely only in Francistown. You will also have the market in Zimbabwe, Zambia, and up north of Africa. So as we speak, for example, the company that is manufacturing the shoes here in Francistown, they've managed now, through the Zimbabwean International Trade Fair, they've managed to have market at Zimbabwe. Now they have shops, they are supplying Zimbabwe. You see the importance of choosing Francistown when you are an investor. The second thing, we have a lot of land that we want to lease to the investors who want to set up a business here. The third thing, there's too much water around Francistown. There's too much water. We have dams that never get dry. So each and every business, whatever you want to make or you want to manufacture the drinks, everything is here. That's why you have to choose Francistown.
Well, the mayor just sold Francistown to us, so choose Francistown over any other town. Now to our next question. Can you publicly break down how Francistown annual budget is allocated and how residents can track spending?
How Francistown can?
How Francistown annual budget is allocated and how residents can track spending.
Okay, I've heard the first part. And how residents
can track spending.
Can track?
Spending, how they spend the money.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Yes.
You know, like I've been mentioning that our national economy has been struggling. Most of times we are getting around 300 million from the central government. Yeah, around 300 million from the central government. You know, like I've told you that whatever we are doing is transparent. When we are budgeting, we make sure that our people understand the money that we have. Each and every quarter, we are reporting back to the resident of Francistown on how much we have spent, on how much is left, so that whatever they want, first of all, they have to understand how much money do we have, because most of our money are not going to the new development. Is recurrent budget. That's the problem that we are facing here. So the development budget or the development that we are doing in Francistown, mostly it will be maybe from the road levies and maybe other added budget that sometimes back when our diamonds were still doing good, we were getting. But right now we are still struggling to get the development budget.
All right, Mayor. Thank you so much. Now, to water interruptions. Water interruptions have affected many households in the past. What long-term solution is being implemented to ensure consistent supply?
Can you repeat the question again?
All right, I'll repeat it. Water interruptions have affected many households in the past.
Water.
Yes, water. What long-term solution is being implemented to ensure consistent supply?
All right. Like I've said earlier, in Francistown or in surroundings of Francistown, we have around 4 dams that is surrounding Francistown. It's the Khaton Dam, Shasha Dam, and Timbali, and also the Khaton Dam. So those 4 dams that are just around Francistown, and they've never get dry. Even if we can spend the whole 12 months without rain, they never get dry.
Okay.
So the water is there here in Francistown. There is no how we can have water shortage. The other thing that we are imposing, or we are advising our people to get into, is to make sure that they always check the leakages around their facilities, the leakages around their homes, so that the water shouldn't be wasted on those leakages. And also, we are now pushing the Water Utilities Corporation to start using the metered water, whereby you can just maybe you in a month you use 300 liters of water. You just go and buy at water utilities around, maybe you use a ticket of 200 wheeler to buy that 300 liters of water that you can use in a month. So in that way, you'll make sure that you, as the user, you'll make sure that you manage the water that you have bought for that month. So we have introduced that, so they're still looking at that initiative.
All right, Mayor. Thank you so much, Mayor, for your answers thus far. We have 2 more questions, and by that, we'll be drawing the curtain. All right, so beyond the diversification of economic indices, what are the concrete steps being put in place by this administration towards ensuring sustainable livelihood variables for rural dwellers?
For rural
dwellers.
All right. Like we are trying to diversify the economy of our city here, and mind you, Francistown is the city. We have some villages that are surrounding our city, and those people, they depend on us as the city. Those people, even in terms of employment, they depend on us. That's why we are trying by all means that now we start focusing on the manufacturing sector and also the textile sector, whereby this sector, we know that they don't require those much qualifications. So we are trying to accommodate these people, so that at the end of the day, we have a lot of people who are working, who can work for themselves, who can also learn how to do things with their own bare hands. So strategically, we are trying by all means to make sure that we equip our people with the skill, even if that investor, maybe after 20, 30 years, he goes back to his or her own country. We have the people who can continue operating that kind of business here in Botswana.
All right. Thank you so much, Mayor. And lastly, to our last question, how is the city planning to upgrade informal settlements without displacing vulnerable families?
Planning to?
How is the city, that is Francistown, planning to upgrade informal settlements without displacing vulnerable families?
Yeah, we don't have informal settlers in Francistown.
Okay.
Let me put it this way: we don't have informal settlers. Yeah, we have people who are looking for lands, but we don't have those who because in 1997 we had those people, but the leadership by that time, they made sure that they allocate land plot for those people. Then the law was done that each and everyone who can come and just be an informal settler, the strict decisions will be taken to those kind of people. But since that time up to now, we don't have those informal settlers. So that's how we have managed to control. Now we are trying to push the backlog of the people who are still waiting for the land, just to allocate land for them. Because we know that as the government, we have taken a lot of time for us to allocate the land for them.
All right, Mayor. Thank you so much. That's about it. Our last question. Thank you so much, Mayor. And to our viewers, we say a big thank you for your insightful and progressive questions. I mean, if you weren't here, I wouldn't have to ask the mayor any question, and the mayor wouldn't know that he's being followed. Thank you so much to our viewers. We appreciate you, and we will see you, of course, in our next live. But okay, there is one more question, Mayor. Okay, a comment from someone else, Mayor. I want to read it to you, Mayor. He said,
yeah.
Excellent insight on leadership and governance. Strengthening local institutions is truly key to sustainable development across African cities. Yes, that's what someone said. And someone also said, You have done well, appreciated your work in Francistown, and gave you more applause because we see what you're doing even from Nigeria over here. So that's it, Mayor. Your Worship, as we close, what word would you want to leave Africa and your fellow African leaders with?
One thing that I want to tell my fellow Africans or African leaders is that, you know, we as African continent, we have everything that can make our continent big and being proud of it. We have the minerals, we have everything, we have water, we have skilled people. What we have to do right now is to make sure that whatever minerals that are coming from our different countries, let's make sure that we process those minerals within our countries to create employment for our people and also to make a good revenue for our countries. We as Africans, we have everything. So let's join hands and make sure that we are one Africa, one nation.
Thank you so much, Mayor G. Majere. Thank you for your candor, your insight, and your leadership. Tonight's conversation reminds us that local governance is not merely administrative, it is deeply human. It is about water flowing from taps, roads that connect opportunity, youth who feel seen, citizens who feel heard. And to our viewers across Africa and beyond, thank you once again for joining us. We appreciate you and the conversation that has started. Join us at Paglogma 2026 Governance That Touches Lives series as we continue engaging leaders, shaping the future of our cities. We will be live with one leader per time every Tuesdays and Fridays. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss out. I am your host, Lenient Akochono, and this is the Papyrus Global TV. Good night, and Africa. One word that we need to take seriously is that we must build wisely. Thank you so much, Mayor, for honoring us with your presence. Do have a good evening.
You are welcome, and also have a good evening.
Yes, Mayor.
Celebrating Africans' local government chairmen and mayors, the symbol of grassroots power and purpose. In every functioning nation, true governance does not begin in distant capitals or marble halls alone. It begins at the grassroots. It begins where roads are built, markets are regulated, schools are maintained, and communities either flourish or fail. At this level, leadership is not theoretical. It is personal, immediate, and deeply consequential. Local government chairmen and mayors are the first face of government the people encounter. They are the custodian of daily life, the stewards of cities, towns, and rural communities, and the front lines defenders of developed order and inclusion. When local leadership succeeds, nation rise. When it fails, the cost is borne directly by the people. Across Africa, where rapid urbanization, population growth, and economic transition place a non and local council, the roles of local government chairmen and mayors have never been more critical. They are not merely administrators. They are builders of communities, managers of diversities, and drivers of sustainable development. Yet, too often, the work of exceptional local leaders goes unnoticed. It is to correct this imbalance, to recognize, honor, and elevate excellence at the grassroots that the Papyrus Global Local Government Chairman and Mayors Award was conceived. What then is the essence of local leadership? Effective local leadership demands more than authority. It requires vision with compassion, power with accountability, and service with integrity. Chairmen and mayors must balance limited resources against limited expectations, navigate political pressure while saving public interests, and deliver progress where citizens can see and feel it. The Papyrus Global Local Government Chairman and Mayors Award celebrates these leaders who rise above mediocrity, men and women whose administration reflects transparency, innovation, inclusivity, and measurable impact. These are leaders who understand that governance is not about title, but about trust. The Papyrus Global Local Government Chairman, Council Executive and Mayors Award and Conference, Nigeria 2026 is then a continental call. Scheduled from the 29th of April to 1st of May 2026. The Local Government Chairman and Mayors Awards and Conference would convene outstanding local leaders from across Africa, creating a platform for recognition, dialogue, and share learning. From district council to metropolitan cities, from emerging municipalities to historic urban centers, the award seeks to unite Africa's local government leaders under a common vision that stronger communities build stronger nations, and that development must begin where people live. The conference component will provide a forum for exchanging ideas on urban management, local economic development, service delivery, climate resilience, and inclusive governance, reinforcing the idea that Africa's future will be won or lost at the local level. As Africa advances towards a future defined by innovation, decentralization, and people-centered development, the Papyrus Global Local Executive and Mayors Awards stand as a declaration. Local leadership matters, and as such, they should be given attention and listened to. It is a reminder that real power lies not only in national policy, but in municipal action, not only in law passed, but in lives improved. And it affirms that when chairmen and mayors lead with integrity, courage, and vision, the Africa we inspire to is not a dream. It is achievable. So we must give them the chance, autonomy, and resources to drive this change. Paglogma 2026, Abuja, Nigeria. A change that lies just a step ahead. Join us in Abuja from the 29th of April to 1st of May 2026 as we charter a way forward for the change and new phase of African local government.